I just thought I'd make a short little film to tell you a little bit more about the knit along that we are organising. Hopefully we're going to do a few of those this year, and this is the first one, and it is all about knitting socks. So if you've never knitted socks before, if you join in the knit along, you will get to experience a sock knitting workshop. So if I do a sock knitting workshop in person, we spend the day knitting a sock, and it's a little sock like this. So once you've knitted the little sock, then you know the techniques that are involved in knitting a full-size sock. And what I've done is I've made an online workshop so that you can go through the whole thing. Do it in a day if you want, or take a little bit more, do it in a, break it down into chunks and do it over a few evenings, or whatever you want to do. So if you're joining in the knit along and you've never knitted socks, you can do that. We're gonna spread it out over we're going to carry it on for quite a few weeks. So once you've made your little mini sock, you'll also get a pattern for a basic adult size sock. So you'll be able to knit a sock, and in the workshop I'll show you how to knit a sock on DPNs. Have I got some? No, I haven't. But the double pointed needles. So I'll show you how to do it that way. Oh, here we are. Yes, I have. I've got a sock on some needles. So this is how I'm going to show you how to do it. This is one that I've started in a workshop and not finished it. So you can see it should be that way around. So I'm just on with knitting the foot. I've knitted the leg, and I've turned the heel, and I'm on with the foot. So that's what you'll learn to do in the workshop. Then you'll get a pattern for knitting an adult sized sock. And I have made tutorials on how to knit from that pattern a full size sock on DPNs like that. If you don't like the DPNs and you don't want to do it that way, there's other options. So for example, you could use one of these. That is a short circular needle like that. So you can knit a sock on that. And I've made video tutorials where you can watch me knitting a whole sock on that needle, and if you decide that you want to try it that way, you can follow along with what I'm doing. And I have also made same tutorial of me knitting a sock on using the magic loop. So the magic loop is a long circular needle like this, 60 centimeters I think it is, and you'll be able to watch how I do that as well. So if you've tried knitting socks before and you didn't like it for whatever reason, maybe you just didn't get along with using the DPNs or whatever, that's an option for you. You could try doing that. And what else have I done? I've also made a similar tutorial, which I'm in the middle of editing at the moment, where I've knitted a pair of socks on a 100 centimeter circular needle, and you'll be able to see how I do that. So you basically, if you can knit socks already but you fancy doing the two at a time, in those videos I'm going to be showing you how I follow a normal pattern but knit the pair of socks both at the same time. So the idea of the knit along is that you make it suit you. So if you want to learn to knit socks because you've never knitted socks before, you can do that. But if you want to try one of those methods, because a lot of people learn to knit socks and then just knit socks the same way all the time. So I thought it'd be quite nice for people to do it together. So you can join the Facebook group, and then you can chat to me about what you're doing. If you're getting stuck or you're not sure what to do, you can chat to each other. There'll probably be people in there that have done a lot more sock knitting than I have, or people that have maybe tried things that I haven't tried or whatever. So there's going to be that experience that you can make use of. And also, if you do have a problem that none of us have come across before, we can get our heads together and we can try and solve it for you. So I thought that having made this online workshop, using it for a knit along would be a nice thing to do. And then once the knit along's finished, you'll still have all that information. You'll still have all the videos and all the workbooks that I'm going to give you. And so you'll be able to carry on doing it. And it'll also be available as an online workshop. So anybody who wants to do it, if you don't want to do it now, you'll be able to do it whenever you like. Yeah. I'm joining together with Knitting Pretty and You and Yarn. So if you want to, you can go to one of those shops. You can get a kit, so you'll get access to my workshop, and you'll get sock yarn, and you'll be able to buy your needles, whatever needles you need, things like that. And so you can join in that way, or you can just go straight to my website and if you buy the online workshop, which is £30, you'll then get, when we launch on the 16th of April, I think it is, I better check that, you'll get a PDF, you'll get the workbooks for the making the mini socks, so you'll get written instructions how to do it, and you'll get a link to the videos. So there'll be written instructions how to do that, link to the videos, so you'll be able to see videos of me showing you how to do it. You'll get a pattern, you'll get all the information that you need to join in. So you'll get that on the day when it launches, and you can join our Facebook group. So that's it. So that's all you have to do, is you just need to go to my website and buy that workshop, or go to one of the shops and buy the kits from them. If you're ordering it from my workshop, from my website, you can obviously order some sock yarn whilst you're there, and one ball of sock yarn, 100 grams of ball of sock yarn should be enough to do one of those, and a pair of socks, unless you're making a pair of socks for somebody like my eldest child who's got size 11 feet. You might need 2 balls of sock yarn if you're going to knit for somebody like that. But if you're knitting for somebody with such large feet, they need to be very knit worthy, because they need to be appreciating. This is for yourself. But yeah, I wouldn't knit a pair of socks for him, because he would not appreciate them. So he's not getting any. See you later.